Hello YouTube, and thank you very much for tuning into my channel MisterEPaint. I am Mr. E, and I will be taking you through the process of the Galactic Thumbprint pourart tutorial. I will be including the ratios for the mixed paints as well, so if you're interested in pourart, grab a pencil and listen up. If you like my content, please like and subscribe, much appreciated. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. I use Floetrol right now as my pouring medium. The paint that I use for the base is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. The ratio between the Floetrol and the paint is 2:1, which is about half a cup of Floetrol to a quarter cup of paint. Now I really love the next one here, Prussian Blue Acrylic from Liquitex. It has a beautiful deep color and works really great as a background color. This is a 5:1 ratio, half a cup of Floetrol to 3 teaspoons of paint. Deep Turquoise from Liquitex. This is a heavy body paint, so less of the paint would be used in the mix. This is about a 6:1 ratio, a half a cup of Floetrol to 2 teaspoons of paint. Now up next we have Sugar Plum from Art Minds. This is a 2:1 ratio, and that is about half a cup of Floetrol to a quarter cup of paint. Dioxazine Purple, also a heavy body paint from Liquitex, and that is a 6:1 ratio, a half a cup of Floetrol to 2 teaspoons of paint. Bordeaux Red. This is the one from Arteza.com. This color has a soft, gorgeous red tone to it and blends really well with other paints. The ratio is 2:1, and that's about a half cup of Floetrol to a quarter cup of paint. And finally, one of the most amazing paints is DecoArt's 24K Gold. This incredible paint makes the cells in the work shimmer. Like shimmering on the ocean kind of shimmer, you know? It also reacts really well to create these gorgeous cells. This is a simple ratio, it's 1:1, and it never changes for these types of fluid body acrylics. That equals to about 2 tablespoons of Floetrol to 2 tablespoons of paint. Now time for the layering method, starting with some white and alternating the colors repeatedly. I'm just going to speed this video up a little bit here while I'm pouring the paint into the cup. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go over some other things. For my pouring cup, I go for clear plastic. And the size is 18 ounces. I try to make sure that the quality of the plastic is not too flimsy and somewhat resilient enough to hold the weight of the paint. "18-ounce cups work really well to distribute across a 20 by 20 canvas. Try to fill the cup with the paint running down the inside of the cup. This will help the layers to settle out more delicately. Now, I would also love to give a shout out to the YouTube channels Sarah Mac, Pouring Your Heart Out, and Melody Artist. They put out so much great content on YouTube on liquid pour art, and you should really check them out if you haven't. Now let's get to this here. The first step is to flood the canvas with the base paint. For this particular piece, I'm going to make a large puddle right in the center. It would have benefited me to flood the entire canvas with the base paint first, because that would keep the acrylic paint from disappearing or running over itself during the stretch. Now I'm going to try to be gentle here at my last step, and using my finger, I'm just going to take away the last bit of paint. Alright, now I'm adding more base paint to the rest of the canvas to ensure a smoother stretch. And I'm just kind of using up all my leftover paint here that I had available. And don't worry about the colors because they're just going to run right off the canvas anyway. Now I'm just spreading out the base paint with a wooden popsicle stick. Making sure the sides are covered really well. A little more white paint. I'm going to hit up a little bit with the blowtorch just to get rid of some of those annoying bubbles. Not too much. And now working from corner to corner, I'm going to begin stretching out the paint across the canvas. keeping an eye on the center of composition. And making sure not to run it off the edge too quickly. I found that you get good results if you're patient and you don't move too fast. Let the paint kind of do its thing and relax a bit. But always make sure to advance to the next corners. Stretching, stretching. Now the last two corners. Always working the opposite corners first. And since I'm shooting you tips in this tutorial, one of the best tips is always make sure that your camera is still running, cause mine just shut off on me. And yep, that really happened. Lesson well learned. Anyway, let me bring you in here for a closer look. And oh man, this thing is awesome. The cells are huge and the gold makes them shimmer against the deep violets in the background. It reminds me of so many different things. It's so cool. Now time for this thing to get varnished, and once that's all done, we're gonna take one final look. Isn't she a beauty? It's cosmic, it's universal. It reminds me of so many different things, makes my mind wander like a Rorschach test. It's microcosmic, it's macrocosmic. I guess it could be anything you make it to be. Now, if you really love my work, the Galactic Thumbprint is now for sale on my Etsy account. The link is down below, and I would really love to sell this to my first customer. I can't wait. If you would like to make a donation, my PayPal link is down below. All of your generous support will go towards the creation of more artwork and more videos. I really appreciate your support, and it would be really awesome if you guys could like and subscribe for more of my cool art content on my channel. I love you guys, and keep painting!